Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to show you, for those of you who have the same issue that I do have, how to join multiple sections in one Blackboard course. Now, the benefit is that if you'd like to hold some tests, or use some pools of questions to use in some quizzes, online quizzes, with multiple choices and short answers and things like that. It's much easier when you have all your students in one course to be able to give that quiz or test that you can give, and also to be able to share the pool among all your students. Another very important use of that is that if you have many sections of the same course, for example, and you would like to be able to hold your live meetings with your students, it's not going to be possible unless they are all in the same. I mean, it's possible, but you won't be able to take, for example, the participation of your students and to record them unless you have all your students in one course, on a Blackboard course. Now, what I would like to also show you is that if you have a situation like mine, where we have an old degree plan, new degree plan, like parallel sections, where we have some students in an old degree plan taking the same course, and now, as you can see, from this situation, this is also going to be something that I'm going to do. Uh, I do that all the time. That's what you can see also here, like in 402. I just would like to show you, just to give you an idea of how it will look like. Again, once I'll have the course, actually what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to add in some groups. So I can keep the sections in different group, and this way, even if I go to the grade center, I'll be able to have these groups here. So it will make my life easier as well if I'd like to enter the grades on SIS, on the EduGate. So I can have my students grouped according to what is shown in the SIS and on EduGate. So let's get started. First of all, once you log in, I mean, you're going to be having something like this. If you don't have these courses sorted by semester, I strongly suggest that you do sort them by semester by clicking on this button over here and making sure that it shows group by term. I think by default it's like this. So if you click on it, it will become like this. And then you click on submit, and then you'll have all your courses sorted by semester, which is very useful. And then you can collapse those that you don't need, for example. So these are my courses. As you can see, we have a theory and practical, and all of these now basically there are 4 Blackboard courses that I'm going to join into just one. So now the same students are registered in both the theory and practical. Same thing here. But it's kind of more useful not to get students to get lost. Okay, where did you upload in the practical, the theory? What I'm going to do, I'm going to disable all of them except one. By disable, I mean not visible to students, and that's what I'm going to do. And also, for the sake of this, this video to show you actually how to do that when you have a large number of students. Because in this case, you see, if I go to this course, this is the old degree plan course, and then you can see the number of students you have. This is the default layout that you will have. You can see that if you go to users and groups, and then users here, you'll see that I have only one student that is in that course. So basically, what you like to do if you have such a situation, you will basically this is the course that has only one student. You will disable this course and one of the sections of the new course, and then you'll move this student, or maybe you'll add this student in this course when you have much more students actually. So you'll move the one student into the course that has more students. So this one in the new degree plan, you can see I have much more, and it goes to 28 items. That means I have 27 students in here. So it will make more sense that I move just one student from here and put it here. But I'm not going to do that because I'd like to show you what you can do in order for you to move a set of students into another course. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these students that from this course and put them in here. It doesn't matter, it's just I'd like to show you the different steps that you can do and how to make it easy. I mean, I know that some of you might have a very large number of students going up to 100, and it still can be done easily, and it's still the advantage is still there, especially if you have more than one section of the same course. Now let's get started. So the first thing that we would like to do is basically when we have a large number of students is actually to what we're going to do is to get the list from Educate. But I'm not going to do that first. First, I would like to just not get confused. I would like to make sure that I know which course I will use to make it like the main course that is going to be used to group all students in it, and the others I would like to disable them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disable the others. I would like to show you how you can disable that so students are not going to get confused. So to disable it, you just click on here on the course that you would like to disable, and then you go to this customization. It's by default, it shows like this. You click on customization and then you have properties. When you go to properties, you go down to make course available. No. So when you do that, what it means that students now are not going to be able to see the course. And I see course is unavailable to students. It's available to you, but not to students. So you can see that this is now, you see, this course is not currently available. I'm going to do the same for this one. And then go down, customization, properties, and then go to make course available. No. So I will do that for all 3 courses. Again, I'm going to go here. This one again, I'm going to not make it available. Same thing, customization, properties, available, no, submit. Okay, now this is done. I have all these are not available, only this one is available. Now I will click on this one again. This is the one that is going to be available, just to make sure that I will just go to customization properties and I will rename it because I don't want to have it confused with anything else. I'm going to rename it. This is my naming convention. I will name it like this, 231-202, because this is the old course code and new course code. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to submit. This will do is that if I click here, now what I'm going to see this is the name of the course, and students are going to be seeing the same. Now I know that I would like to move these students from here to here, and that's what I will do, inshallah. Now I need to get the list of those students. The easy way to get the list is to go on Educate. Now I'm going to go to Educate. Now notice that this is the programming 2. This is the course code of that is CS231. Yeah. If you would like to make sure, you can click on the course and also customization properties. It gives you, see, this is the course code. This is the course code. This is the one for the practical and section and semester. This is how they code it on Blackboard. So just to make sure that this is the course code. Now, as I mentioned, I need to go to Educate to get the list of students to be able to enroll those students in this course here. Now, what I also suggest that you do, because this is sometimes hiding some information that is below it, you just delete this picture because we don't really need it. Just once you delete it, it will show you that this is the home is empty, and then we have there's nothing here for now. Sometimes if you create something, it's not going to show up and it's hidden behind this. So now what I will do now in this course that is empty, I will go to these users and groups and users, and then I will find this enroll user here and find users to enroll. Now if I click on this one, if I know the IDs of the students, I can type them, but I don't want to type them because it's kind of a long process. So what I will do, I will just go to Educate and export them so I can have the list. Okay, let's do it again. So I can have the list of the students exported through to Excel, which will allow me to copy then the IDs, the student IDs, so to be able to paste them there. I mean, there's some small thing that I need to do, but anyways, we'll do that, inshallah. So the first thing, I'm going to go to student related, and then student lists. Okay, in the student list, I'm going to go to this CS231. The section was 101, so I'm going to go to this one. These are the list of my students, and I will would like to add them all to the new course to that course that for now they don't see it. So I'm going to click on this Excel export, and it will just do it like this. Now, if you click on it, it is going to open the Excel and with the list. I will open also Word because I need to do some small trick that is not available to be done easily on Excel. So I'm going to copy these. This is the list of all the students. I will copy them, and then I'm going to go to Word, and I will paste them. It's very important that you paste them just text, just this one. Keep text only. So it's not going to put them as with tables and everything. Now, if you don't paste them as text, it's going to be much harder. I think it will be some kind of formatting. It will the default formatting. I don't know how it is going to be shown up, but by text is going to only copy the text, and that's what I want. Now, why did I copy it in Word? I need to copy it in Word because I need to add a comma between those different IDs. So I'm just going to add comma and then delete, go to the end, and then comma, and then when I click, what I'm doing here is that actually next to the delete button there's delete button, and then there's on the right side of the delete button there's the end. End is a button that goes to the end of the sentence, end of the line. So that's what I'm going to do. Comma, delete, end. Comma, delete, end. So I'm going to skip a little bit. Oops. Just make sure that you don't make any mistake. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, now I'm done with this. I will just copy the whole thing. I mean, this is probably, there's a space. What is it? Yeah, probably because there's a space. So anyways, I'm just going to copy everything. The list of IDs separated with a comma. Now I can copy this. I'll go back to Blackboard. This is the place where we were. You remember where to be here? I mean, first of all, you choose the course where I'm going to, just to make sure that we're doing it to the right place. We go to the course that we just would like to have all our students in it. We go to users and groups, users, and then enroll users, find users to enroll. You click on it, and then here in the username, you just paste. So you paste them all. So it's from 36 and then 310 until the last one is 401 and then 1235. Sorry, let's go back from here, 36, 310, 401 and then 1235. So I get them all, inshallah. Then the thing that you need to do is just click on submit. Now success, all these users now were added, and you can see I have all those users now there. Okay, so now for the sake of Blackboard, we're done. We don't need to do anything else. We can have a live lecture with all our students. They're going to be all together in it. We can give them quizzes, all of them at once. And we don't need to copy assessments to different courses. Everything is in one place. Now, I would like to add the groups that I mentioned because they will be very helpful once I would like to enter the grades on Educate. I would like to be able to separate the different sections. So to be able to do that, then I'm going to go on these groups here. Now in this here I have two groups. So I'm going to create groups, and you see they have like self-enrolled and manual enroll. I would like to have that's what I'd like to use. Self-enroll is you can make groups and allow your students to enroll in them. This is kind of useful if you'd like to have maybe some kind of self-organizing groups that students can just get into. But what I'd like to do is just, this is what I'd like to do anyways. So manual role, you give it a name. What I used to do is just give them, this is my section 101 and the other section is going to be 301. So the 101 is the one that has a lot of students, and the group is visible to students. Yes, you can have a lot of different things that is specific to students, but I'm not going to be interested in it. But what I'm interested in is this one, and this is important. This is what is going to allow me to have a separate set of grade center for each one of those groups. And I'm going to create this, to click on it, and then I will add the users. Now this is painful as well, because actually this has to be done manually. Unfortunately, there's no way that you can have a group and copy and paste on it. It has to be done manually. Well, luckily for me, I know that in the other one, the other section that was the 301, the parallel one, I have only one student, and that's the one. Now all these are actually, all of them are in the group. So, but if you have that, you have to actually do them one by one, and you can actually click on show them all just to be able to see that all of them are shown, because if you click on this, it selects only those that are visible, and it's better that you do that like this. The other way is that if you don't have this easiness, you can also search for the username, and then you can not say it contains, for example, you can just go here and then add them one by one. You can just copy this, enable editing, so I can make a copy. So you can copy this first one and then go back to Blackboard and then paste and go, and then it will show you this. You click on it, so this one is added. Then you go to the second one, copy with Control C. I use copy with Control C, or right click copy, and then here right click paste, or Control V. So that's, I'm using Control C, Control V. I think most of you do that as well. You click on it as, again, but here make sure the username is equal to or contains something like that. Go, and then it shows you this one. It's okay that now you see the ones that are selected are these two, even though it does not show me the others, but these two are shown. If I click on go just like this, I see that the two were selected. So you can do that this way, selecting one by one, using it, or maybe you can just do it by looking at this code over here. Okay, 36110493, and you look for it, 493, oh, that's the one you added. And same thing, you keep going until you add them one by one, and then that's another way how to do it. But at the end of the day, what I'd like to do is select them all except this guy, because this guy is the only one that is going to be on a different section. Or if you have a group, or you can do the same. I will just show all, so I can see them all, and then select again everyone, so I can see that all of them are selected except this one that I'm deselecting. And yes, I think I'm missing something. I'm not seeing the submit. I had to maximize the window so I can see the submit, because it was not visible. Now I can see that 30 students were added here, and I will submit. Now once this has been submitted, you can see that the list is in here, and the group is ready to be created. I'm going to create submit. Now this group is here. I need to create another group, manual enroll again. I'm going to call it 301. This is the parallel course of that. Same thing, I need to create a smart view, and in the add users, unfortunately again, it does not exclude the ones that were added to the other group. It shows you all the users again. So you just be careful to select the student that is in that group. That's the only hard part of this whole process, because it sometimes can be very tricky. And again, I'm not seeing the submit, but actually if I make it smaller, I can move it so I can see the submit, or you can maximize it so you can see it as well. So submit, I have only one student, that's what I want. Submit again. Now I have these two courses. Again, remember that I said that I needed them to have a smart view. Now if you go to the grade center, you see in the grade center I don't see the groups here that I would like to be seen, but so I'm going to show them, inshallah. So click on this full grade center. The full grade center is going to show you everything, but now in the manage you have these smart views. Now these smart views means, actually this is a name that they give to all these things that they would like to show based on a view that is going to be shown to you on the grade center. I click on the smart views and I'm going to see that I have a group 301, We have group, sorry, 301 and 101. If you click on this, you make them a favorite, add as favorite. When you do that, it will be added here as soon as I click on OK. Now, you see by default, the test is a favorite. That's why you see it here. Assignment is a favorite. If you don't want them, you can remove them. If you would like to add others, you can add others. But for me, I think these are what I use the most. Just the groups, and that's in the full grade center. And it's grading, obviously. So I click on OK. Now you can see that you see I have the two groups. Now the advantage of this, now if I click on this group 1, it just showed me only the students in that group. This is going to be more obvious with this 301 because there's only one student in it. If I click on it, this is the only student. So if you have different sections, this is what you should do. That's what I'm doing every semester. In the summer, obviously, it might not be as relevant if you don't have a lot of sections, but it might be interesting if you have something like this, like all degree plan, new degree plan, parallel courses. But in regular semesters, when you have many sections of the same course, like for example here, this is CS 120 and 402, I had 4 different sections of students, and I was able to group them like this, so I can give them all the tests, I can sit with all of them together to have an online discussion, etc., with the live meetings and so on. I hope that this helped you. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and wishing you all the best. Assalamu alaikum.